Hey everybody, this is Wester70 with gameplay commentary on Dominion 4, a fantasy and sword strategy game. This is a nice mix of total war and fantasy where you fight different factions with sword and magic. It's going to be an interesting game, and that ain't no lies, so sit back and enjoy episode 1. Okay, so this is the new game that I'm trying out, and it's called Dominions 4, and it's been around for a while, or I think at least 2013 or something. It was previous game was Dominion 3 and possibly even earlier than that. I don't know, but I saw a couple of different reviews on the game, and I thought it was pretty interesting looking. The graphics are not what you might come to expect nowadays, but it has a lot of depth to the game. You'll hear that said a lot about this game. It is something that you have to think about. It has a lot of different permutations and a lot of ways you can create the game and make it go the way you want. Essentially, you kind of play a demigod who's trying to take over the known world. And so your job is to get that guy going and get him out in the world and create armies and things like that. What's interesting about this game is that it's a very playable strategy, tactical game that includes normal kinds of fighting with swords and axes and things like this, but also has another dimension of different kinds of magic where you can use different groups fighting each other with the weapons of their choice, so to speak. And so it's quite an interesting way of playing the game. And so I thought we would try this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through the how the game is set up, things like that, because I'm a novice at it and I just probably will wind up misleading you. But on the other hand, I'll show you at least what I know, and and I've only played the tutorial game, and I actually won. And so I thought I would give this a shot. So here we go. I'm going to do a random medium map. And it doesn't give you a cursor warning that this is where things are, but if you type, it will be there. So we're going to call this Drylands. Okay, we're going to go for Middle Ages. There are the different 3 ages you could start at. That's the way it goes. I'm going to add at least a couple of others. This may be a big mistake, but and we're going to do random as well. I think it's the only way to find out what the dark and densely forested land, rock, Shasha's demon orgs from an early era still linger. Gifted with tremendous strength, they once fought the Devatas of Kailasa, but since then the most powerful of the Rakshasas have left this world for the nether realms. Enslaved the monkey people of Kailasa and made them serve as warriors, hunters, or food. Okay, there's a way to go. Rakshasas had no use for the peaceful white ones, and the Kula Mukas and Rakshasa half-breeds lead the monkey people of Lanka. Since the enslavement of the apes, the ancient conflict between the Devatas of Kailasa and the Rakshas of Lanka have been renewed. Oh my. So demon, orgs, apes, and undead prefer heat. Scale +2. Strong Rakshasa infantry, missile units, and light infantry. Reanimated apes. Magic, air, blood, death, nature, so on and so on. Okay. So as you can guess, we could be the bad guy in this too. And there's our little one that they're offering us. I actually think that she looks pretty good. She looks unhappy, and I think that's what our leader should look like, I think. Alright, I need to find out what this gal's all about. Now I'm going to go into the background information on this gal and see what I can find out first before I start giving her stuff. Okay, so now we have to enter the name of the god. A wreck with an... All praise wreck. Okay, these are what we start with. There are other games or people in this game right now, or there are other groups that will be in the group in the game as well that we have to deal with. Let's see, okay. I think we're going to do that. And here comes the game, yay! Okay, so what we've done here is because we're playing on the demon side of things, it took me a while to figure out that you have to, on the Dominion scale, you have to kind of change things around. So it's kind of weird. I'm not really sure what I've done here, so we'll just have to see how it works out. So this is our god, god of the Lenka, and so here we go. Enter the name of your god. Let's see. I'm going to name it Banana. I mean, all praise Banana. This could be pretty funny. Let's see. Story events are disabled. Story ghosts are disabled. Hall of Fame. Limited unique forging. Standard research. Thrones ascension. Cheat prevention. I wouldn't know if I was cheating or not. Strength of Independence 5. Okay. And generating the world. I probably shot myself in the foot by picking a group that is on the evil side of things, that being a relative point of view, and so I mean, having to reverse things is kind of odd, but that's the way it is. Fine-tuning start positions. Yeah, you can just think of what the algorithm is that's trying to do this right now. Okay, so it's, and you always get these two questions, blah blah blah. Okay, so basically this is our map. We kind of want to always like lean in close because the map just repeats itself over here. So here's our map again. It's supposedly based on a globe form, so why they need to do that I'm not sure, but that's alright, that's our game. Okay, so the first thing to do is right click on your settlement, and let's see, I think okay, so this is our place, and we have Scout, little monkey with a Scout, and then we have Divana the Bandar Commander, large black apes who tower over their fellow apes. Among the color of their caste is red, the color of blood and war. The Bandar are the warrior caste, blah blah blah. Command much influence. So leadership is the key point here. They can command up to 80 individual units. Okay, so that's good. These are the surrounding locations. These are our Dominion points in this location. We have one here, one here. That's how much we're spreading our faith, so to speak. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to left click on this guy. He's our scout, and we're going to send him over here, and then he will spy on these people to tell us what we need to know there. Okay, so now we're going to pick recruits. So this guy has research value of 13, Death Mage level 1, Nature is level 2, Blood Mage level 1. Okay, so those are all cool, I guess. He can only command 10 units, so we'd like to have somebody that could command a few more than that. And okay, he can do 40, and he can do 17 research. He's got, He's got quite a few different stats here. Air Mage, Mage, 1, Death Mage. Yeah, okay. So I kind of like this guy. Pick him. We don't have a lot of resources, and these guys are very resource oriented, which is going to be a problem. Okay. We need some troops. 18 gold, 7 resources. He's got low protection. He's got average protection. He's got a hit points of 18. Parry of 2. Cumbrous fatigue, 2 moves. How about these cats over here? These are 60 gold and 20 resources. My goodness. I think we'll pick these guys. It's going to be pretty interesting. And let's see, this is 9 gold and 3 resources, so we can get one of those guys. That's interesting. That's our garrison defense. Okay. So we don't have a lot of troops right now. This is our guy. He's magic resistance 9, precision 9. I think that's alright. Let's see. And, okay. Bandar. So what we're going to do is we're going to do attack. Closest enemy. Okay. And okay, I think we'll do it that way. Okie dokie. Okay. Battle order. This is those guys, so they're going to attack closest enemy. Okay. And these guys, I guess, will do whatever they want. No, right, we'll see how that works out. It does sound a lot like monkeys, doesn't it? Why? Alright, so our scout's going over here to figure out who's there. After the end of this term, we should have a pretty good idea of what's going on. I don't know. Income is 240. I don't know. This is going to be real interesting. I think I shot myself in the foot just doing this. Okay. Alright, so we're going to hit the end of turn. And the proclamation, the lizard lord knows the prophet, the Kayumi, and is the prophet Akahani, Hadar the Aviite. I am going to be unhappy with all of these pronunciations, so just get used to that now. Okay, so over here, 20 enemy units. Okay, here. And look at our army setup. So we've got 35 units. We can have 3 squads. And double click on these cats. So battle order, attack, closest enemy. That's how we're going to do that. Okay. That's the way we're going to do that. So we've got 40 units, and these cats have 20 heavy infantry, some militias. See, it's not strictly a numbers game, as you might well guess. It could be, you know, I've got a lot of bowmen over here that may not be exactly. I've got 21 undisciplined bowmen, or whatever these guys are, and they have no protection, so if they get whacked, they're gonna get whacked pretty quickly here. So we can't really rely on those cats. I'm not even sure why I was given those guys. Okay. So we're gonna end this turn, and let's see, we need to get some more guys going here. Now when I picked these guys, Saros, I couldn't use them before. Okay, so we're gonna end the turn. Gap, the warlord should be known as the prophet of Yitzdigard. Okay, glad for him. Okay. Now these guys just simply don't. Okay, so obviously this guy is somebody that has to be controlled by a higher level dude, and that's what this guy is. Okay. Okay, I think that's what's going on. He's like, I think, one of the sacred guys. Has a monstrous one eye, elephantine ears, short legs, and long ape-like arms, and incredibly strong in fights with spear and javelin. Asaris are sacred to the monkey people. Okay, so he is a sacred warrior. And he is under Akela the Rakshashi, female demon orc of Wonka. Ugly, monstrous crone with black skin and protruding tusk. Skilled in sorcery and able to change shape into a alluring red-headed Mayushka Rakashka. In Mayushka shape, the Ruska can only be ruled by your insatiable hunger, sometimes mate with prominent Bandar kings and give birth to dark-skinned Kula Muskas. Alright. It's going to make my head spin trying to pronounce those names. Attack. Let's see. Now, you know what? Do I want to... Yeah, we'll guard the commander, just for the heck of it. He's only one, so it'll give him something to do. Okay, so we have that. So now we have some 40-something unit. And these guys, their protection's 3, so it's not seriously good. They have a mace and a longbow, so I think we're gonna stick with that. In the turn. Magic is hidden. Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. Now this guy, Akela. Let's see. Now this guy, and Akela, is going to become the prophet, and that way he'll get to do things. And the army, he's almost got 30 decent units and 21 indecent units. And with these guys, that's not... it's probably more accurate than we might think. Okay. I kind of want to do something, but I know I'll get my ass kicked if I do. 30 units and heavy infantry and militia, so they're liable to give me a run for the money. So we want to do recruit units again. Okay, recruit units. Okay. Okay, so this guy can now do... He can do research. Except that we don't have any research points. I'm not quite sure how that is 20 units. So, what do you say? Should we give it a shot? So here we go. And so let's see what happens. There was a battle in Dardinia. Okay. There's our troops. There's our bowmen. That looks good so far. It looks like our higher forces are doing pretty good. We're actually wailing on the guys. And they're in retreat now, it looks like. Yep. So that worked out pretty good. They are routing. They'll chase them across the map until they get to some point, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, so we have won our first battle. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a great day, and we'll see you for our next episode. Thanks again.